On Sundays, we do scrap yarn projects. And I'm actually doing selfish yarn today because it's January, and even though I have a ton of stuff left for like my second Christmas isn't until like February, when we see the other half of our family. So, selfish yarn today. I did some selfish yarn with that yesterday, so I'll show you that too. This beautiful project was my selfish yarning yesterday. Isn't it beautiful? Because what's the weekend for if not for selfish time and selfish projects? That just means I'm remembering to take care of myself too and not just taking care of everybody else. This is supposed to be done with like a bulky weight, but I did it with chunky yarn. And it actually came out really well. This is some old, a million-year-old Big Twist chunky, back when Big Twist had chunky. It's called something different now. I don't remember what it's called. Not important. Anyway, leftover yarn from an old project. I finally am working through. Yay! And today I'm doing, let's go up here to one of my millions of projects that I've put into the pipeline for myself. Oh my gosh. Here we go. It's an MJ Designs Celtic Weave. Why? Why is this page so long? There we go. The Celtic Weave Baskets by MJ's Off the Hook Designs. The other one is actually also hers. I can't remember what it's called. I don't know. Here, I think this is this one. Yeah, this is her like Granny something. Granny Stitch. Fall for Granny Stitch. Whatever. It's this one. They're cute. I like it. So, be back in a minute. I'm actually using an old Caron Pound of Love I've had for almost a decade now. So it's been sitting around partially used. And I'm doing a 3-ply, the Navajo ply style. I'll show you a video of how to do that if you want. Let me know. Back in a second to show you how this all turns out and let you know if this is actually an easy pattern or not. All right, first update. The wonderful MJ has put this great little size chart on here. Oh, sorry, the podcast for today while I'm working on this is Small Town Murder, Helping Mom with Murder, Grovetown, Georgia. It's Friday's episode. But the size chart says that the large has got a circumference of 8.5 inches, and I don't think you meant circumference. I think you meant diameter, which is fine. Because circumference is all the way around the circle, and that would be actually kind of skinny. But let's talk about the fact that that says 8.5 inches, and I have just finished the medium round, and I'm already at 10 inches. So, how tight is your gauge, girl? Like, how tight do you crochet? I mean, maybe your 4 weight as 6 weight is. Maybe you have a thinner 4. But honestly, like, Pound of Love, like 1 Caron 1 pound is pretty medium as far as a 4 goes. It's not real thin, it's not real thick. It's a real medium 4. And the only 4 you list as using is Dishy by We Crochet, which is a great yarn. I've used it before. I have it somewhere around the house, somewhere. I might not be in this room, honestly. It could be in a purse that's in the trunk of my car or something like that, because there's yarn everywhere, but not the point. I'm going to make a large, and it's going to, maybe this is supposed to be like 18.5 inches instead of 8 inches. I don't know. What kind of man-ass math are you doing with your circumference? I don't know. That's weird. So anyway, that's where we're at right now. Back in a sec. Finished the second, or the last round of the large, and my diameter is at 12.5 inches. So there's that. Set up row through row 3. So that's the half doubles, and then 3 rows of the pattern. We're going to repeat row 2 and 3, round 2 and 3, 3 more times, a few more times. But this gets me to 4.5 inches. The little chart said 8 inches for the height. We'll see. It's gonna be a little more than double, because we're gonna do rounds 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6 more rounds. So it'll be a little bit more than double, I think. We'll see. Good luck to me. Oh, and I've finished these four, technically 4 rounds because of the setup and then the pattern. Took me most of the episode of Helping Mom with Murder, which was an hour and 18 minutes, but in 1.5 time, so it actually took me like 50 minutes-ish to get that all done. That's in the large size, so that's 72 stitches around, and they're trebles, and they're front post trebles, which is fun. I really actually like this. I think this is going to be a great basket. You can see it takes up more than my whole laptop keyboard. It's nice. It's going to hold a lot of yarn. As a matter of fact, at the end, we'll see how much big twist skeins it can hold. So, I'm back in a minute with the next 6 rounds. Okay, partway through round 5, I've added on another partial skein. I don't know that I'm actually going to get to make all these rounds because, quite frankly, it's really a yarn eater for me. I went back and looked at her sizing, her gauge, and I don't think I'm matching it. That's perfectly fine. The pattern's more important than the gauge, honestly, when it comes to a basket. As long as it's not like super floppy or super stiff, I'm pretty good, so whatever. But I am just about out of that gray, I think. I have to look around. I might have more. So if I have more gray, I'll be fine. If I don't have any more gray, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Probably stop early. Just whatever round 3 I'm at, just end. So I'm at the first repeat of 2 and 3. So I'll just watch what I've got, I guess. Oh, and I've moved on to Time Suck with Dan Cummins, 434 Shelby Hewitt, the 32-year-old 7th grader, which is very interesting. I just finished round 7, and I added another skein. I did find another skein of the gray in a storage bin in another room, actually, for a blanket I never made years ago. So this yarn is all fairly old. I don't know when. This one was actually manufactured in 2019, but the other 2 were manufactured in 2016, so they're not quite 10 years old. But I've had them for a long time. So at least as long as I've lived in this house, which has been 5 years, almost 6 years. So there you go. A long time. But this is 7 rounds. It's already a handspan for me. Where's my thing? Here we go. So here's my thing. Down to here, grab that. And that says it's, not able to focus. It is 7 inches so far. And I still have 2 more rounds of this to go, and then a few rounds of waistcoat stitch. So we'll see how it goes. It's a little bit bigger, I think, than my gauge is a little off, but that's all right. It's fine. It's beautiful. It's tall, y'all. I really need a better way to do this, but it looks like it's around 11.5 inches deep, approximately. My 3rd skein of yarn, it was a complete skein, is like a half a skein now. So there's that. But most importantly, let's find out how much yarn I can fit in here. And there we have 5 skeins fitting very comfortably. You might be able to fit a 6th in the middle. But if you wanted to put your project back in here, 5 is about what you're going to fit with a little bit of headspace. I might want heftier handles with a better, more secure connection. But otherwise, I would say 8.5 out of 10. We'll definitely make this again. Now you make. Bye.